Good call. I want you guys to feel comfortable because one of the things I realized on the retreat and just with talking with coaches is that people aren't necessarily scared to invite. You're scared of what happens after that invite. Like, what if someone's interested? What if someone signs up? What are my next steps? So I want to make sure you guys all know what you're doing and you don't feel scared about that part, and that you do the work of inviting, of finding your people, of connecting with your people, but then you also know exactly what to implement so your coaches start strong. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys. I won't be able to see the chat, so just know that for anyone who's like a first timer on this call, I can't see anything you guys are writing. There is a chat button though, so if you have anything to say, you can write in there. Any of the leaders will answer it, or we can answer it at the end. I don't know what the deal is, but my internet has been so slow today. Okay, so first we are going to start with some shout outs. So for everyone who attended Super Weekend this past weekend, it is an amazing time to get together with people in your area. It's not just our team, it's all the coaches in your area. So I wanted to take time today to specifically shout out each person that attended because they're so important, you guys. One of the biggest things in this business is getting to live events. We do so much on social media and behind a computer and behind a phone, which is awesome because you can do it from anywhere in your downtime. But getting to events, being around people with the same mission that are on the same journey with you is going to help your journey grow. I was sitting next to a 15-star diamond coach and I was talking to her while we were there, and both of us had literally heard everything that they were going to go over at Super Saturday, but we got to that event anyways because we know about them months prior. So put it on your calendar. If you're someone who's like, I got to work, take the time to look at the calendar in advance. You can literally Google it, or they announce them. We know it's in January for the next one, but make sure that you guys are making a priority. If you want to grow, you want to make sure that you can really just invest your time with people that are on this mission. It just helps you grow so much. So Monica, Pam, Alex and her husband went, Danny and her husband went, and you guys, they both brought their babies, as you can see in the pictures. I actually went with my daughter to mine. She goes to a lot of the Super Saturdays with me. Alex Dabrowski, hopefully I'm saying that right, Sabrina and Sarah. And the last three are newer coaches too. And I know a lot of you guys have gotten to them in the past, so don't at all take this as like, oh, I didn't get there. Just try to plan ahead because we want you guys to grow. And anytime you can grow in your business, like you want to be there. Treat it like a business and take in all the learning that you can. Take in all the conversations you can. And sitting in a room where they're calling out how much weight has been lost between challengers and hearing the transformations people have had physically and mentally, and really just investing your time with each other is just going to help you grow. And it's an amazing thing. There's quarterly, we have Summit in between. So there's 3 of them, and then Summit is the 4th one. And if you haven't got your Summit ticket, make sure you get your Summit ticket because it is in New Orleans this year, and we want you guys all there. It's a fun weekend where we get tons of training to learn, but we also get to hang out with each other and enjoy drinks and dinner and all of that stuff.
I'm sleepy.
So
someone needs to.
Next, we are going to go over, I'm going to quickly, if you guys log on and can mute yourself, try to mute yourself. If you can't, I can always go back and do it, just because otherwise So, Life Changers Board, the people that already have started helping people this month. Melissa Hart has helped 2 people. Me and my husband have helped 2 people. My sister Lindsay has helped 1 person. Aubrey has helped 1 person. Valentina Hernandez has helped 1 person. Kayla has helped 1 person. And Ashley has helped 1 person. Now, share in the chat right now and let us know, because when I do these boards, sometimes the back office is not updated yet. So share in the chat if you have helped someone and your name isn't on here yet so we know, or I shouldn't say and share how many people you plan to help this month. What is your current goal for finishing this month? We are not even a full weekend. I think it's like the 4th or the 5th or something. So you guys have an entire month to help as many people as you want. So share what your goal is. Let us know. Then the volume producer this week with the highest volume is Amanda. And she is leading the crew with 640 for volume, and she is actually on for her like first real official team call. She's been on for some of the push ones, but shout out to all of you guys who have your name on here as well. To be an active coach, you need 50 PV, and to be hitting Success Club and really growing your business, you want to have 90 PV. Everything else that you are helping people with is going to go into your volume. So that volume is going to continue to grow the longer you're in the business. Next up, we have Success Starters. Ashley has hit Success Starter for her first month in the business, and she is going to do it the next 2 months. I know she will. Month 2 is Miranda and Alex Dabrowski. I hope I'm saying your last name. If you're on this call and I'm not saying it right, just tell me. But we do have 2 Alexes on this team. But Miranda and Alex Dabrowski, both of them have hit it for 2 months straight. So next month, or this current month, as long as they hit it, they will be getting their free ticket to Summit in New Orleans. So for any new coaches on this call right now, if you hit Success Club month 1, month 2, and month 3, meaning you help 3 people each month, you get a free ticket to our big conference of the year. And it's something that you want to be at, and why not get your ticket for free if you can, while growing your income and your business and helping people and feeling really good about it as well. So Miranda and Alex D, I know you guys are getting it this month as well and getting that ticket. And my computer's not going to the next slide, really. Oops. Okay. I'm like one of those people that are so impatient with computers, so I hit the button like 500 times when it's not moving. Okay, so Diamond Watch. All of these coaches up here, you guys, obviously we have our winter retreat coming up and we are super pumped. Everyone is pushing hard. The coaches that are up here right now all currently have 4 or more coaches. Almost all of them have more than 4 coaches, but they are pushing hard to get to this winter retreat. And even if you are not up here yet, you guys can be at this retreat. You have 3 weeks to work your butts off, to be super intentional about who you want on your team, about who you're inviting into this opportunity, and to work hard to get there. This retreat you are going to be freaking spoiled at, and it's so much fun. You have your photo shoot and your makeup and all of those things, and tons of training, and again, tons of time to bond with the team. And you want to be at those things because it helps you grow as a person. So first we have Ashley, brand new, crushing it, Kathy, Lauren, Krista, Aubrey, Kristen, and Danny. So we are super excited for all of you guys and the work that you are putting in. It doesn't go unnoticed, and it's hard, you guys, when you are like, to be completely honest, you have those days where you're like, can I really do this? Can I get to the retreat? Can I get to Diamond? Can I get to 1 star? All of those things. But the more that you just keep showing up and you keep inviting and you keep sharing your journey, it's all going to get there. Everything is going to come together as long as you consistently show up every day. And also, like we talked about on the call last night, that you believe in what you're doing. If you're not feeling your best because your nutrition is 80% bad and 20% clean right now, then you need to flip that switch and get serious about your nutrition so that you feel your best. If right now your mindset is not in the game, you need to do personal development. And one of the things that I want you to really check yourself with is with your personal development. It is not something that you do and just check a box. It's not something that you do when you are feeling like, oh, I'm supposed to do it, I'll do my 10 minutes and move on. It's something that you should be implementing into your life, not because you want to grow a business, but because you want to freaking crush your life. You want to be the best version of yourself. That's why you're doing personal development. That's why you're working out. That's why you're showing up every single day because when you are feeling your absolute best, the business comes with it. So focus on your own journey, and then always ask yourself with the personal development, are you actually taking it and applying it to your life? Not just checking that box, but applying it and seeing where you can grow in areas of your life that you need it most. Everyone's personal development, what fires one person up might not fire another person up. So you got to make sure that if it's not speaking to you right now, then switch it. It's okay. I've stopped reading books before that weren't for me at that season and gone back to them later. Same with podcasts. If you're listening to a podcast and you're like, okay, I'm not loving it, switch the podcast. I listen to Empower Her every Monday and Thursday morning. That's how I start every single Monday and Thursday. And it fires me up and it lights me up and just gets me set for the week. So if you're looking for something and you want to try it out, Empower Her is something that I think most of you probably could relate to, because it's a lot of like confidence and self-belief and all of that stuff. So be on the lookout for all of these girls. They are either getting their diamonds back or they are hustling to get to this next retreat. And I know a lot more of you guys on this call are hustling as well. So next week when we have our call, I can't wait to have more of you up here. Then also watch out for these leaders. Alex and Monica are hustling super hard right now to get to NLC this year. This will be their first NLC, and they have been working their butts off, which means they're also growing their teams. Pam is a one-star coach on our team, and she has been to NLC already, but she is hustling to get that one-star rank back in her husband's account. Something that I want you guys to look at when you see these girls up there and you're like, oh, they're crushing their business. How'd they get to diamond? How are they getting to one star? How are they doing this? It's because they're hitting Success Club every month right now. They're sharing their journey every day, even on days that their anxiety kicks in or their babies are being crazy or they're on no sleep or teaching's a really hard day. They're showing up regardless and being consistent every single day. They invite, they share, and they hit Success Club. It's a non-negotiable. Make it a priority to get to events like I talked about earlier. These girls are always getting to every event, whether it's pushing for retreats, pushing for summit, pushing for Super Saturdays. They're making it, or Super Sundays, whatever day that they have it, but they're pushing to get to these events because that's how you treat it as a business owner. So don't look at them and think, oh my gosh, how do I get to be like them? If you want to get to their level, all you have to do is take the business serious. Start now telling yourself, I'm helping 3 people a month no matter what. And if you went to any of their Instagrams and you looked at their Instagram, you can see that they truly love the business, that they truly love the workouts they're doing. And you can also see that they are literally crushing it in their workouts and like sweating their butts off. I don't really sweat, but it was funny because Alex actually just tried the work today and I'd watched her stories like an hour ago. And she was like, I can't even speak right now because that just like killed her. And it's the truth. And that's what you want to be sharing. You don't have to be sharing with your hair all done and your makeup all perfect and all these perfect things. Like share the ugly, like, hey, I'm dying right now and this workout just killed me, but it was freaking amazing and I can't wait to see the results I'm getting. That's what's going to make people want to be a part of this. So next up, new coach onboarding system. The reason first that we have a new coach onboarding system, and this is not just our team that's rolling this out, this is network wide that they're rolling this out. The reason why is because there is a common denominator in people that are signing up to coach, excited to coach, and then they're stopping because they're overwhelmed. So something that we want to make better for all of our teams is that we want it to be easy for people when they come on. We want them to know that it's not about selling a product. It's not about crazy pictures and perfect posts, but it's a simple process that you share your journey consistently over and over, and that's how you see success. If you are ever a coach in this business and you start telling yourself you're overwhelmed, because if you haven't, you will reach days where you say that. And I've been there, but something that you really want to change that and think about is, why are you feeling overwhelmed? A lot of times it's because you're not doing your vital behaviors. You're not consistently inviting. You're skipping a week or 2 weeks or even 3 weeks. And then at the end of the month, all of a sudden you start inviting, which is awesome. Maybe you're sending like 30 invites every single day the last week of the month. But chances are you're not going to hit Success Club because you just wasted your entire month. So you have to be consistent in what you're doing. We have the business activity tracker for a reason. They tested it out before they rolled it out, and it's because they want us to be successful. Like, if there is anything I can say about corporate and what they want to do with this business, you guys, it's that they believe in every single one of us, and they really want to know when we're struggling, how can they fix it? How can they help us? How can more people see success? How can more people get healthy? How can more people grow six-figure businesses? They dive deep into everything. And when they rolled out this business activity tracker system last year, it was right after I went to Vegas, they were serious about wanting to know, will this work for people? Will they see success? And after testing it for months, the stats on it were crazy awesome for the coaches. That month one, it wasn't like everyone was hitting Success Club. Month two, it wasn't like that either. But by month 3 in the business, where they were completing that tracker every single day, not some days, not when it's convenient, not when life is good, but completing it every single day, that's when the success started happening and people started helping people. So business activity tracker is key. But the onboarding system is going to be super simple. It's going to be broken up to 3 different parts. First is going to be an email. You're going to have an email, and in our Google Drive, I'm going to show you guys this so that you know exactly where to go. I have an email that I typed. You just make a copy of it and word it how you want. If you want to leave it exactly the same, if you want to change it so that it sounds more like you. We all obviously speak differently. If you don't like something that I have in there and you want to take it out and make it your own. But it is just a basic generic email that I send every new coach right now that is going to be super simple for them to get as soon as they sign up. Even if you are not someone who is an email person and you're like, I really hate using email, like I want to use Instagram or Facebook Messenger or whatever, I would highly encourage you to use email for new coaches, because it's important that you treat it like a business, and email is just, I personally think that it will help you be more successful in your business. The second thing that they will get is an email from corporate. I'm going to show you exactly what that email looks like. The only time that they will not get that email is if they have previously signed up as a coach and they did it like as a discount. They would have gotten it that first month. So then you'll give them the steps on how to find the videos. Number 2 is going to be the training videos. So they're going to do the training videos. There's 5 videos, and I believe it's a total of 22 minutes. If you guys haven't watched the videos yet, make sure you go and watch them, because 1, it's good for you to know that stuff. But 2, when you sign up a new coach on your team, you want to feel good about what you're telling them. And if you have no freaking clue what's going on and you're like, yeah, go watch these videos, and you don't know what happens in those videos, they're going to be able to tell, and you're not going to feel good about it. Number 3 is set up a one-on-one call. So you'll use a PowerPoint. Literally, I have a PowerPoint that you guys can use when you get on the phone, so you don't have to be nervous, because I know that's something like I get all the time is people message me and they're like, getting on the phone, what do I say to the person? I don't want to mess it up. We don't want you guys to mess it up either. So we literally have a PowerPoint that you guys get to pull up, and you get on a Zoom with them and you go through the PowerPoint. Super, super simple. And basically the PowerPoint is you getting to know why they're in this. You'll have access to everything that I'm talking about right now. So again, it's super simple for you. So first, oh, I didn't want that to start moving, but whatever, it's not big deal. Okay, so first, the email on the left is the basic email, you guys. It just says, hey girl, I'm so excited to kick this journey off with you. Are you nervous? A little scared? Don't worry, I was too, and so were all the top coaches. There is no way to fail in this business unless you stop showing up for yourself. First, what kind of coach are you looking to be? Hobby coach or all in? I do not send this to someone if they are just wanting a discount, because they don't, in my opinion, they don't need the email. If you do want to send it to your discount coaches, then again, just switch that up so that you can send it over. Next, it's going to go into the training, and it is going to have a link for them. So if they do not get Carl's email because they were previously a discount coach, they have a link to bring them to the videos as well. And then next, it's going to go into the mentorship and explain to them, hey, these are the 5 getting started right videos. This is what you do. It's going to take you less than 25 minutes, so they know they don't need a whole day to do it. It's super simple, and they'll go through that. And then I think there's like one more section on the end where I just let them know, hey, after you complete the training videos, we'll get on a one-on-one call. And and I say, like, let's try to get those videos done. I say within 1 to 2 days. You can say within a week, but because it's only like 25 minutes, I'm like, girl, get moving. Let's do this. So again, if you want to say a week, feel free to. Corporate email. This is what it's going to look like. It's kind of fast. Carl says it, your account information. It's all right there. Your upline coach sponsorship. It's going to be right here. Simple steps to get started. And then it has their promo codes. So new coaches will have promo codes in their email. And then it's going to talk to them about connecting with all of the different ways they can connect with Beachbody, with the National Wake Up Call, and going over the basics. So it's a super simple email from them, and they won't have to like freak out and feel overwhelmed or feel like it's too much. You're just keeping it easy. And in my first email, there's a new coach checklist. So there's a link to the Google Drive, and I'll show you what the new coach checklist is. Basically, it is just a simple checklist that goes through everything on Carl's email, so they can literally just cross it off. Do you guys have any questions for me so far?
Okay. Jesse, this email in the I'm sure it's in our team Google Drive. Is it under new coaches?
It is under 2019. Actually, I'm going to go into it right now. Hold on.
Just that way we can find it.
Yes.
Yeah, when I checked earlier, it was like trouble loading more slides.
Okay, let me see.
So it might just
get on my end, but
might just need to be fixed.
Okay, so when you go into the Google Drive and you go under Bold Faith Moves, if you go to 2019, can you guys see my screen right now?
No.
Sorry, let me reshare that. Now can you?
Yes.
Okay, so Bold Faith Moves Google Drive, you'll go to 2019. Then you're going to go to 2019 onboarding system, which is right here on the far right. It's going to have your first step and your second step. The first step has the email on the left-hand side, and then it has the new coach checklist on the right-hand side. So I will show you guys what that looks like if it can pull up. It's going to look really small right here. But basically, it's just what, there we go. It's just the 5 steps to starting strong. So it has like when our team calls, it has the sweat pad on it. And then it also on the right-hand side goes through what each video is going to go through. So it's just a place for them to check off each box.
Sorry, Jesse. I don't know if I missed this or not. So do you attach that to the first email?
Yes, it's in my first onboarding email.
So that first email, that's what you send like in this, in the actual email, and then you'll attach that, and then that's all you do at first.
Yes. So first step, you send the email and you have the new coach checklist in there. Then your next step, and in there, I'll pull up the actual email so you guys could see. It also gives them right here, like the links to our Facebook and all of that stuff. And then it tells them, this business is simple. There's only 5 videos. You'll be ready. Once you finish that, you'll be ready for our first one-on-one call. And then it has an option for them to fill in times, and it lets them know the first new coach call will be 30 minutes. It also gives them access to like our Google Drive. But again, it's just like a super easy email.
Awesome.
We want it to be easy. So like that is the main concern right now. Like it's just making things easy for everybody. Because what was happening is people just get overwhelmed, and we don't want that to happen. So after you send your new coach email and it has the checklist in it, they already know, okay, I have to complete these 5 videos, and then I have to message her when I'm done, and she's expecting me to message her within 1 to 2 days. Then that is when I would reach out to them and say, hey, how's your training videos going? If they have not reached out to me yet, but hopefully your coaches reach out to you and they're really serious about building. If they've watched all the videos, that's when you want to get on the phone with them. The reason you don't want to get on the phone with them before it's because if you're a business owner, I'll be honest with you, if you get on the phone with people like every time that a coach signs up, there's going to be people that don't do a single training video and don't do anything in their business. And then you're wasting time that you can be helping more people. So if they're not willing to watch 22, 23 minutes of videos over 2 days, then like that's on them. So make sure that you check in with them in 2 days and say like, hey, did you watch the videos? If they haven't, but I would highly recommend not getting on the phone with them until they show you that they want this business, because you're a business owner, you're here to grow a business, you want to help people, but people also have to do their work as well. Then the second step is going to have this getting started right call. And again, this is just a PowerPoint for you guys to pull up when you're on the Zoom. So first, it says, just tell me, what are you most excited and passionate about with Beachbody? You want to take the time to get to know your coach, but you also want to understand what are they most excited about. Because when they start feeling overwhelmed, or when they're feeling like they're not good at this, or when they're forgetting why they want this, you want to be able to say, hey, when you started, you wanted to lose 10 pounds. Or when you started, you were feeling so good about where you were at on your journey. So let's get you back to that part. Because sometimes people get so consumed with the business part, they forget that they were passionate about Beachbody because of all the other reasons. Or they get consumed with rank advancing, or consumed with like the income and all of that stuff. If you know why your coach was passionate about Beachbody, it's going to be so much easier to talk to them, because you're going to know what was important to them, what they really wanted to do with the business. Did they need to pay off a certain amount of debt? Did they need to come home from work? Did they want to do, certain things that you can talk to them about? Next, and you just, when you're on the call with them as well, this is a message you're going to be focusing on sharing. Never lose sight of that. So you'll also be talking to them that like, hey, if you are passionate about helping people, that is what you're going to be sharing on your social media every day. And if you are wanting to leave your job, you might not be there yet, but you guys, I literally, month 1 of my business, put up a post and said, I am working my business at home with my daughter here. Like, I feel so awesome. It was like really cheesy, stupid post. But I took ownership in where I wanted to go. And as a brand new business owner, you want to teach your coaches to take ownership that they are a business owner day one. So if they're passionate about this and they want to help people, then their message needs to be that what they're going to do with this. Let that vision come out. Share what you're doing. Share why you're excited. And don't hide because, well, I just started. Like, I don't know. Who cares if you just started? You get to help change people's lives. Next will be the coach announcement post. You'll ask them if they've made one yet. Super simple. If not, you're going to talk to them about it and how they can create their first post, because that is something that freaks people out. They're like, I don't know what to say. How do I tell people I'm coaching? Like, what do I share? And you talking to them about it will make them feel so much better. Yes, it can be a transformation photo. It can be a photo of you with your kids, or you with your husband, or just you. Like, it can literally be at whatever they want it to be and feel the most comfortable with. It's probably going to be something that goes with why they were passionate about this business in the first place. Once they type that post up, let them know, hey, you can send it to me and I can look at it. Something you want to help your coaches doing from like the get-go, because I see this all the time. If you are writing, if any of you guys are on this call right now, don't worry, you're not doing it wrong, but we have to fix it. If you are writing long paragraphs and not putting any spaces in between, and it's just like chunks with no spaces, people skip over it because it seems too much to read it. So when they send it to you, you can help them with the wording. They're starting off brand new. So show them right out of the gates, like, hey, let me help you. And when someone puts up a new coach post, tell our team, share it in the team page, shout them out, share their post, let us know, because then as a team, we can go love and support on that person. And that's going to boost their confidence. Even if no one else likes it, you guys, or no one says anything to them about it, they're going to feel good that everyone on our team supported them and loved on them and made
I
them
didn't think
feel
there
okay
was a
about it.
smaller one on this thing. I thought it was just only really big one.
Next, personal development. New coach recommendations. It literally has the 8 recommendations that you can share with them. Super easy. If you are a new coach and you're like, I'm just starting, so I don't have my recommendations. These are all awesome books. All awesome books.
Yeah, right.
For your girls to read. Also, this is a time that you can talk to them about any podcasts that you're loving or add any other books that you're loving as well. Who do you think would love this or could use this? You want to start talking to them about, okay, who in your family or who out of your friends or who do you talk to on a regular basis that might be interested in doing this with you? When you look at becoming a coach, people always think that like they have to reach out to so many people, but it can first start with the people in your life. Like not everyone's families are going to be on board, but ask your families first, because why not? Ask your siblings, ask your cousins, ask your best friends, but don't just ask them like to do it. Say, hey, I'm starting this new journey. Would you want to do it alongside me? I'm going to be doing a program for 21 days. I want to get awesome results. I'm going to stick to the meal plan. You follow a trainer, and I'm looking for girls that just want to do it alongside me. Super simple, and it makes them start thinking about who they're going to invite versus just like feeling overwhelmed and saying, I don't know who to invite. So you'll sit and talk to them about that. And then when it says let's practice, this is where you get to talk to them about the conversation that they're going to have. Again, they're going to be nervous. You have been there. You know you get nervous when you're sending invites or when you're inviting for the first time ever. So help them through that so they feel okay about it. The next one is going to be inviting tips, attract, connect, invite. If you never invite them to the party, how would they know you want them to join? Something that I always talk about is we are not in a company where you just have to sell someone lipstick. We're in a company that people have to admit they weren't taking care of themselves, or they let themselves go, or they can't lose the weight, or they are struggling with an eating disorder or drinking or drugs or depression and anxiety. We're in a business that people have to really feel like put feeling into it. It's not just a makeup. It's not just purse. It is literally feelings involved. And most of you probably, if you haven't noticed this already, you're going to form relationships on this team that are going to change your life because the community is amazing, but we don't just like surface level things. We like dive deep into what people's lives were and what their dreams are and what their goals are. And so when you're first talking to someone, it's easy, I think, for us when you get in the community to feel like, oh, everyone should want to do this. And it's so easy to talk about your feelings. And it's so easy to share the things you're struggling with, but it's not. And you want to make them feel okay about it. So you have to be willing to reach out to people because they need to know that you believe in them and they need to know that you want them to be a part of what you're doing versus them having to come and say, hey, I need to lose 50 pounds. Instead of what do you think, say, would you like more information, or can I send you more information? When you send an invite, you always want to end it with a question. Don't just invite and go to the next invite, but ask them a question so that they are more likely to respond. That way they have a choice to say, no, I'm not interested, or yes, please send me more information. But if you don't give them a question, a lot of people will legit just ignore you because they don't know what to say back to you and they like feel guilty if they want to say no or yes or whatever. Always end with a question that's simple for them to answer, yes or no. Don't ask them like weird freaking questions. Just be a normal human. Inviting tips. Watch video 3 from starting your first group again. That is in the training with corporate that they will watch. Inviting, share a cart, and then my challenge tracker portal. Your first group, I let them know you'll be in my group the first few months. Not necessary to set up your own just yet for me personally, and this might be different depending on your upline, so make sure you chat with them about it. For me personally, I put all my coaches in mine, and I highly recommend that they put their coaches into ours because what I noticed over the years and what a lot of coaches have noticed when I just got back from Arizona was another big topic is that what happens a lot is people get excited. and they want to, you know, to be that face of their business, and we want everyone to be the face of their business. But a group can be so much more successful if they are getting loved on by all different coaches in a group as opposed to getting loved on by one coach. So something that I have really started to do this year in general, and especially the last few months, is add my coaches into my fit club, and they have an option to become administrators of the group, and then they can add their people. That way, no matter who the challenger is, no matter who the coach is, you get to love on them. Because the other thing about coaches starting their own group, once a coach starts their own group, if it's not going well and they're getting discouraged, you don't always know, and then they give up. Because they're like, well, my group wasn't checking in, they stopped checking in, and then you don't know and you can't support them. So having them in your group with you allows you to still see what they're doing and support them and love on them, and then their challengers get that love and support too. And they don't have to spend the time creating everything on their own. Your goals, how much time are you willing to dedicate to your business? This is going to be something that you want to know. Is this person serious about building a business? If you want to be a six-figure business earner, or if you want to own a six-figure business, you have to be willing to do the work. And I share that on my stories. I share that all the time, that I work hard to create the life that I want. Because if you don't say that to them and you make the business only look fun, they're going to think the business is just fun and that they don't actually have to do things. Yes, the business is fun, but the work that you do goes hand in hand with it. And it is a business, and if you want to grow a successful business, you have to make sure you're sharing that on your stories and that they know they have to do work as well. If time or money weren't factors, what would you create with this business? So breaking this down and letting them say like, hey, you have nothing holding you back. Write down on a piece of paper, what would your life look like? Like, what would you do if you could do anything with this business and you had all the time to do it? I am honest that right now, as a six-figure earner, I work my business 2 to 3 hours a day. And I don't sit on my phone 24/7. I have a son who's super active. I also have another child and a husband and a house and all of the things. And I wanted to grow a business, but I also wanted to be intentional with my family. And I don't want to be on my phone 500 times a day. So when you go to my stories, people in my stories know most of the time at night, you will not see me in my stories because I don't have my phone on me. But when I go on a call, I will upload something that I was on a call that night. But people know when my work hours are. So when I'm inviting people to the coaching opportunity, they know when I work my business. They also know how many hours I work my business. And they also know that I'm not asking them to be on their phone 24/7. I'm not asking them to share every single part of their life with me. I'm asking them to share their journey. And I'm going to teach them how to be intentional and set timers and work their business when they can. What kind of coach do you want them to be? A hobby coach, a business builder, or an all-in go-getter? Figure out which kind of coach they want to be, because if they're saying, hey, I want to work 1 to 2 hours a week, you need to let them know, girl, that's not an all-in go-getter. That is definitely not going to grow your business. You can grow a very successful business working your business an hour a day if you are setting timers and you are intentional with what you are doing 7 days a week, not missing a day. Next up, Success Club system tracker and training. This, obviously, you guys should all know it. This is the Success Club. Be proof the product works, connect, invite, and follow up, get people results, do personal development, and actions that align to build success. If I have not sent invites in a day, I will not be talking on my stories 500 times in a day. Because for me personally, my business is going to grow by the invites I'm sending and the connections that I'm building. So make sure as a coach that you're also talking to your new coaches like, hey, did you send your invites today? Did you connect with people today? Did you add to your following? Because those are business building activities. And you want to make sure from the beginning that they get used to doing all of those things. And then last, commit to your business tracker. Send me a message when you get your first person interested and offer to get on a 3-way message thread. I have been doing this with my newer coaches where I let them know, hey, ask this person if they want to get on the phone, or we can get in a message thread, because in the beginning, let's be honest, no one really knows what the heck you're saying. And so you're nervous and you don't know what to do. But when you have your mentor on with you, it makes it so much easier. And it doesn't make you less of a coach, that you're literally having someone who knows what they're doing help you through it. Because once your coach gets on with you and does a 3-way message or does a 3-way call with you, then you are going to feel more confident in doing that next call by yourself. Or maybe it's going to take a few, but we want you to feel good and to feel confident and not be nervous. So if that means as mentors, we get on the call with you the first time, then that's what we want you to do with your downlines too. So that way everyone is feeling comfortable, knowing what to say and not feeling overwhelmed. And then obviously last, you ask them questions. Last thing with the business activity tracker, you guys should all know SC BAT. You can download it on your phone and it's super simple. If you have not done that yet, I highly recommend it. I have a laminated copy that I use for the business activity tracker that I was putting my X's on every day. But also if you download that app, it's so easy. You literally just check off all the things. And I'll walk my new coaches through that as well so that they understand like, hey, first part is taking care of yourself. That's what's most important in the business. Next is you're connecting and you're inviting. And then, and you guys, something that you want to realize when you are on the Success Club business activity tracker on your cell phones, the reason it is put out the way that it is because that is how you grow your business with the most success. So personal accountability is first for a reason, because you have to be a product of the product. You have to be feeling good. You have to be letting your results show. And that's how you're going to grow your business. Like you have to feel good first to love what you're doing, because otherwise you're not going to love it. The next part is the connect, invite, and follow up. There's 5 in there. And something that was eye-opening to me, because I had this before I went to Arizona, but I didn't realize the reason that they had it there was because, again, growing your business means you're connecting, you're inviting, and you're following up with people. Stories is awesome and you want to be in your stories, but that goes after the connecting and inviting for a reason. Because if you have not connected with people, if you have not added to your network, if you have not invited people, then no one's going to see the next part, which is what you're doing in your Instagram stories. So that's why you want to make sure you complete your business building activities, and then you have your Insta stories where you're sharing all the different things. And then obviously we encourage people to put up 1 post a day. And I know some people do like 5 to 7 posts like throughout the week. So 1 each day, or, not. But if they haven't put up a post on their social media, then they put it in their stories. Does that all make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Any questions?
Jesse, I have a question. I'm so sorry if you already covered this. In the second step, I see you have the first call that you just went over and then the handbook. When would you send them the handbook?
Okay, so the handbook I am only sending if after the handbook basically, and I can pull that up and show you guys actually so you know what she's talking about. So this handbook is in the second step, and it is a new coach handbook. I send this to them after they have completed that. So originally I was sending this before, but honestly, this is like a breakdown of a lot of things. And I realized as a brand new coach, like getting all of this information was kind of a lot. And so I don't use this until after that first call. After the first call, this is when they can write out their struggle web. Why are they coaching? This is another slice thing for their target clients. Clarity statements, developing your brand. So this is just a packet that they can use to really dive deeper into their own way that they're going to share for their business. But I don't do that until, and then it has this connecting sheet as well, breakdowns of emerald and diamond. But I personally just stopped doing it until after the call is when I would do it.
Cool. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Anyone else have questions? Yep. And again, you guys, the reason that we are rolling this out is to make it easy. So first, They get their email. You have the email that you copy and it's ready to go. So each time when someone signs up, you are able to shoot that email out. Then they get the email from corporate. Next, they start their training videos and it was all taken care of in those emails that tells them they're starting their training videos. The third step is getting on that one-on-one once they have completed their checklist and walking them through so that you get to know them, so that they feel comfortable in putting up their first post, they feel comfortable in talking to people about the business, and they feel comfortable using you as a mentor to help them help their first 3 people. So it's super simple when it's broken down like that. And just so you guys see, if you haven't done this yet, if you go in your back office and you go to training at the top, and then you go to getting started. Oh, sorry, I already have it pulled up. These are the 5. Sorry, I have to log back in. These are the 5 videos. So like I said, if you have not watched them, I highly recommend going and watching them. Less than 25 minutes. You don't have a good excuse. And it has each one in it. So basically, coach office overview, you want them to understand their office. It's a business. That is how you are going to run your business. They need to know how to work the office. Setting up your business so that they have their links to send people, so that they know their coach ID. Starting your first group, that's going to talk about challenge groups and how that all comes together. Intro to the Success Club system, that breaks down the Success Club system. Shakeology. Super important video that your people that sign up and want to coach understand. It's not a protein shake. It's not just a shake that you drink after a workout, but actually what goes into it. So these videos are just super helpful for them. And also, if you guys haven't done this, this has nothing to do with training, but also compensation program training. If you haven't looked at that, they just redid the compensation training videos, and those are also really good videos to watch if you want to truly understand how to maximize your income as well. So I recommend doing that. And then that's it. And then the challenge for this week. Just so you guys know, if you looked at the calendar, you know on Thursday we are not hosting a happy hour. We will again in 2 weeks. But something I want us to start doing each month is every single month we're going to have one day that we want you guys to get uncomfortable. We want you guys to be the face of your Instagram or your Facebook, and we want people to hear your story. I know it's scary. I know that you're like, no, I'm brand new. I don't want to do it. But we're going to encourage you guys to every single month, because it's how you grow. When you get vulnerable, you grow and you get stronger and you start to feel more comfortable. So on Thursday, we're challenging you guys to do that. And to help you guys out, I've added in, if you go to 2019 in the Google Drive, under sneak peek, this is literally what you can do during a sneak peek. So it's all broken down, whether you're going on Facebook or you're going on Instagram or you're making an IGTV, it breaks it down to you. Who were you before coaching? What made you interested in coaching? What has helped you make the decision to start coaching? What is coaching? Doing the 4 vital behaviors. How are you going to talk about it? Literally gives you little bullet points. I do not recommend pulling this up and literally reading off here, because that will not be a good live video. But what I recommend doing is looking at this tonight or looking at this tomorrow and start to think about how you want to share your journey to connect with the Ashleys of the world or the Alexes of the world. How are you going to talk to people on your story when you go live so that your message comes across and people understand your struggles are going to be what bring people to you? The hard times that you went through or the things you're trying to overcome are going to be how people connect to you. So the more that you can share those, and I know it's hard in the beginning, but that's how people are going to grow with you. Next, it asks you who makes a good coach, because you want to share on there. Who makes a good coach? People need to hear that you don't have to have a perfect body, that you don't have to eat clean 24/7, that you don't have to be into fitness yet. You have to just want to start and be a better person. And then the power of the coach community would be the last thing you want to talk about and share why there's power in the coach community. Are you sharing about getting on team calls? Are you sharing about having a better group of friends or a group of friends that push you? Are you sharing about retreats and summit and all of those things that you're going to? And then There is a video on there for how coaches earn money if you guys want to like break that down. I'm going to be 100% honest. I do not break down the compensation plan ever on my social media, because if I did, I would mess it up horribly. Literally, I've built my business. I just met with my corporate rep this past weekend, or one of the corporate reps was in town, and we sat down, and if I could show you guys, let's see if I can. I don't know if you guys can see this, but literally we just went through and had to break down like a ton of different things. It's upside down. And it says like all these different things. I brought it home and showed my husband, and he's like, I have no idea what any of that means. Because the compensation plan is really freaking confusing. So what you need to know in the beginning of your business is if you want to be successful, you just keep helping people. You crush your journey and you help more people. And then when you get to diamond, that's when you start to figure out like, okay, placement. In the beginning, it's going right, left, right, left. That's all you're doing with your placement. After that, and then you start to really think of business builders and how you want to place. Once you get to 2-star, that's when you really start like trying to figure out the compensation plan even more. But in the beginning, you don't need to sit and break down a compensation plan for people to join you. And if someone's that serious, like about the compensation plan, they're probably not someone you even want in this business. And I hate to say it, but if they only care about the money, that's not going to be who you want on your team. So you have an option to go over all of this on Thursday, or you can break it down. Maybe you're going to do a series and say, hey, you guys, I'm going to go live on Thursday this week and tell you guys why I got started on my journey and, you know, who makes a good coach. Maybe next week you're going to go over the power of the community. The following Thursday, you're going to do who makes a good coach. Or you can do it all together. I would highly recommend practicing a little bit. Sounds stupid, but you want to like feel good when you do it. And so you're going to mess up. You're going to feel awkward. You're going to sweat. I always sweat on team calls. But that's how you grow. So just have fun with it. Kind of know your bullet points. Don't stare at a screen because that will not look fun. But just have fun with it. If you need to, have a drink before or do something so that you can relax and chill and just be excited about the opportunity. Also on Thursday, let us know. I will put a post up in the team page, and I want to know who goes live so that we can all go comment and love on your posts, because it's so important as a team that we help support each other. And anytime that we comment on each other's posts, it boosts your posts, you guys. So anytime that you can love on the team and you have downtime, obviously do your business building activities first. But on things like this where you're encouraging everyone to go live, it's scary. So we want to support each other and love on each other and be there as a team together. Do you guys have any questions about the sneak peek?
Nope.
No? All right. I'm like legit sweating because that's what I do on calls. All right. And we hope that more of you guys, once you get 4 coaches under you, you make it onto the diamond, pushing for diamond pictures. So push, push, push. We know you guys can get there. You can get to this retreat if you want to get there. Do not feel like it's too late, whether you're a brand new coach or you're feeling stuck. Like, do the freaking work. Ask yourself if you are going above and beyond right now because you want to be there and be spoiled with us and get to grow with us. And now let's do a quick boomerang.
Hey, I have a question really fast. Do we have like a scheduled coach webinar, like a happy hour?
Yes, not next Thursday, the following Thursday.
The 21st. Okay.
Yes.
Cool. Thanks.
All right, if you are on and you want your face in this picture, click your screen on. I know some people might not be able to, but. All right, everyone on that.
No.
All right, we only have 2 more. Who's not?
Whoever's
Rachel and Kristen.
giggling, whoever's giggling has the cutest giggle.
That's probably me.
Oh, that's Stacy. She's so cute.
Oh my god!
I know Rachel's on her phone, so I don't know if she can.
All right, we'll go. I'm assuming they probably can't. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right. And you guys tonight, make sure you share in your stories. You were on a call, so share it in your stories so people know what you are doing and that you have a team and you're not like solo living life by yourself in your bedroom behind a computer. Okay?
Thank
All
you.
right. Have a great night.
Bye.